Afternoon, everybody. It is 4 p.m. on the dot. Good afternoon. Hope you're well. Everybody good? Yes, yeah, Adele, what a surprise. You good? Laik, Fani. Good. Good to be with you guys for our recap here this afternoon. Pleasure. It is always good. Couple of reminders here just before we get started, especially for the guys on YouTube, guys. We are a licensed FSP, a licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider. The Bone Collector. Mike is on. Pumlo, Laik is there. Wonderful. What happened to you this morning, Laik? Was it the load shedding? Clive, good to see you. Adele, Zeph has not been on, so if he comes on, I'll just stir the pot there. Myself, I'm a registered rep under supervision. It's part of the Phase Act to be fit and proper. Made a plan this afternoon. All right, okay. That's the way, right? Whew, Laik, look who lives there. The one that just said howdy. He's alive. V, is that a towel, or could you just tell us that what's it's time to rest back with some good one? Oh, Del, okay, we're gonna hopefully Zeph comes on. Just don't use it on us, okay? Just don't use it on us. Or you know what? Because Shearer is back also after some time. I think maybe Shearer could be the guy you use it on today. All right, guys, and then I know V, you know, my friend, you know it happens, yeah. Did you get it from Woolworths or Checkers or which the top cut off withdrawals Mondays to Fridays, the guys there 1,500 hours, and Saturdays, my good people, at 9 a.m. All right. And then your phases, which we chatted about that this morning, the structure versus the movement. It was a great one. Check it out on YouTube. If you missed it, if you were suffering from the symptoms of load shedding, like some of us, I don't have to name any names, just follow my eyes. Just check it out on YouTube, click on videos. You can see the stream session there. Kimmy, good to see you. Cello, beautiful. Mike McLean, I told you guys, I just like Mike McLean. This is the wording. You know, some people's names and surnames, you know, there's just this click, you know, it's just a click. Mike McLean. Fanny, Annie Marie, Mpo, Pitt, Pietro, Obed, Clint is there, Mr. W. All right, are you guys ready to push, guys? It's the weather, by the way. You know the weather. It sounds like a movie star, right? Yeah, Mike McLean. All right. There are a few more guys that are going to come on, but we're going to push ahead a couple of seconds. And it's 16:05, but let's push on. All right. I want to see what's happened since we last met this morning and check if there's anything else available. Remember those midterm elections. Remember on Thursday is inflation. Roger will be with you then. So inflation for the US will be out, and you'll also find that the pound has some GDP figures coming out. So Roger will be with you guys when that happens. Let's go to the dollar index, and I hope you can see my screen because I've just shared it. Just let me know if you can. It should be there. Just let me know. All right. Kimmy, all good there? All good there? You okay there? All right. Beautiful. Okay, Shira, good. Clive, you okay as well, right? I don't have to ask Laik, you know. I just look at his face, and then I know. When he's smiling like that, you know. All right, my good people, let's get cracking here and let's see what's going on. So, dollar index, pretty straightforward here, ladies and gentlemen, straightforward. Now, remember, this is for today. For yesterday. This is for today. And you can see that we are obviously accumulating for most of the day. The dollar's been accumulating. Look at this. Nothing really, but what we're anticipating is a push down. All right. The horn. Yeah, you know. Are you sure? Are you sure, V? You want that specific horn? You sure you want that specific horn? Yeah, there's no clear sound. However, we're looking at the, remember, at the momentum time frames. All right. So even although on the hour, and I totally agree with you there. The confidence in it is still there. It's just a matter of time. Okay, it's just a matter of time. V, don't worry, I'm gonna give you your horn. All right, I will give you your horn. Like, just so you do know when you were off. You know, V wanted his horn. He wanted me to blow his horn, you know. But I will, don't worry. So guys, I'm gonna conclude here. No, because I mean, you'll tell you, you know, you'll tell you. V, Zulu man, just quickly share that. So we are still looking at the 109 area as mentioned. It's down here. Nothing's changed, guys. There's nothing further for me to actually chat about the dollar. We covered everything very nicely. All right. All right. Let's go over to MT5 and let's go and check out these areas over here. We're going to start off with the NASDAQ, ladies and gentlemen. As always, are you guys ready? Let me give everybody 14 seconds. Make sure everybody's 100%. All right. 14 seconds just to respond real quick, and then we push. All right. Got in with the NAS with the levels there, Laik. Beautiful, man. Come on, let's give Laik a round. Yeah, I'm gonna give V his horn, you know. That's for V. That's for V. You know what, Dell? He wants his horn. Giving him his horn, you know. All right. So Nazi, here we go. NASDAQ after 10,993. Anyone else that also took that trade with Laik? This is basically what we had chatted about this morning. This was more shorter time frame. Are we together? 11,053. If you just look at it after that zone there, that's about 67 pips. Laik, I have another zone here, 11,253. 11,253. All right. Nico V there. 11,253. So it moved up very nicely, loving it. And I'm seeing 11,253 as the exit here. That is from where price is now. It's 191 pips. All right. So you waited for the second close. And that's what we actually chatted about. I think you were off already that time. We said, remember when the breakout happened, sometimes the pullback is there. All right. Oh, you were on. Okay, brilliant. Okay, brilliant. So pullback came, and as discussed, but we definitely pushed up again. All right. So guys, I hope you have it. 11,253. All right, 11,253. Let's go and look at that S&P and the US 30 as well. This one, I must be honest with you guys. I'm not, you know what, Mr. H, you know, with this as well, I'm not really, I don't know. The S&P 500, I mean, you know, let me just leave it there. What I just did, I'll just leave it there. All right, maybe we'll make sense of it. Maybe that's just, yeah. I don't know. At this point, the two that's looking good, NASDAQ US 30 and 32,999. Can you see this? 32,999. And then we want to exit at 33360. That's if we break above. Now remember, resistance, but we want to break above 33360. And that will be a very, very nice push up here, which will give us over 300 pips, which we chatted about that this morning. All right. Everybody clear? So above 32,999 to exit around 33360. All right. And that is not a trade that you're going to hold for 2 weeks. Are we together? That's not a trade that you hold for 2 weeks. That's quite normal for these indices. 300 pips is nothing. All right. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Brent, still big rejection there. Nothing's changed since this morning. Remember, guys, what's important about the recap is for you to remember, once we've done the morning session, we want to come back and see what's happened after we met. So resistance, 98.12, nothing for us here or nothing for us to do at the specific or with the specific security. The same with WTI. It's just at the point of rejection right now. All right. And we need a daily candle to be closing above there, but it does not mean we're going to take a long. Please understand the difference there. It doesn't mean we're going to buy if it closes above there, because if it closes above, the next area is only 50 pips away. That is not for everyone. Everybody's not going to want 50 pips, because that means you need to cut that in half to get your stop loss, which is 25 pips. And once again, that is a risky trade. Are we together? So I want to make sure that you guys remember that. Shira, did you see and guess that gap? Yes, see, and we, onze woorde skars koud. We say in Afrikaans, right? English, our words are scarcely cold. Direct translation. Are we together? All right. And it's just closing that gap, or at least it's already closed. That we're going to go and check it out now. All right. Major money. Let's give share a round of applause. Let's give all the guys, even Laik. All right, I didn't miss it. All right, give Laik his round too, guys. All right, Tebo, good day, man. Good day. All right, can we push? Can we push on, guys? Brent, WTI, ons lossomate. We move along. Very interestingly enough, gold here from a daily perspective, Mr. H. I know this is your side piece. All right, look at this. This is Mr. H's side piece here, 1680. We want to break above that area there, and I'm happy we did not touch it yet. Can you see that? We haven't touched it because we're going to get into a lot of trouble. Remember I said this morning, this is the kind of side piece. She's going to come after your kids. Are we together? And let's switch the roles. This is the kind of side piece. This guy is going to come after your money, ladies. It's going to take you and your money. So be very careful, So we're waiting for 1680. All right, for that level to drop, and then we push on to 1690. It's a very good trade. It's a good setup. It is based on dollar weakness, which we anticipate. So we are looking forward to that. Once we are done with the zone here, remember I spoke to you about structure. Once we've climbed the structure to that area, we pause. Don't forget that even a mountain, when you've climbed or when you go and descend, there's areas that you stop and you got to breathe it. Breathe, you got to eat, you got to maybe even rest, stay the night or whatever. Does that make sense? So the same concept applies here. Once you get to a certain area, you've got to relax. Are we together? Is everybody? Did V take his towel off or what? Because you didn't answer, V. V, is it Checkers? Is it Pick and Pay, Woolworths? You didn't. Remember, guys, we have to accommodate everybody. I got to accommodate my seniors. I got to accommodate everybody. Are we together? Everybody. Oh, take a lot. Oh, USD JPY. And look at this. Did we not talk about this rising wedge here? Did we not anticipate this? We were here this morning. Did we not say we're looking for a drop? Look at the drop. All right, rising wedge. Clive, don't you like that? I mean, isn't it nice to come to a place when you're looking at analysis and you can kind of see it working together for good? Yes. Look at that drop there. We were looking for the drop this morning. All right. Are we together? So this drop now, what's going to be very important about the drop is that it needs to be sustained. And I want actually to show you something here. It's dropped down, but look at this. It almost went back to the area there. Look at that for the day. Mkhize, yeah. Do you see that beautiful drop? If it closes above the 146.549, you see this will not be something that you want to take. Does that make sense? Are we together? This area here, we do not want price to go above there. Now it can still retrace a little bit here. All right, it can retrace a little bit. Remember, always leave room. Always leave room. All right. Everybody clear? V says, like I have a special one that will never see the TR. Nah, you know, just drop it like it's hot, man. You know, just drop it like it's hot. Johannes, are you enjoying? Chewing every moment, every minute. All right. Now, if you want to get the short, guys, which we anticipate, 145. This is based on dollar weakness. Anyone still interested in this trade here, guys? Anyone still interested in this drop over here to 145.635? Remember, we are still for dollar weakness in the short term. Don't forget that. We still for dollar weakness. All right. So if you're going to get into the specific trade, let's quickly go and look. But red, okay, depends where you got in. Remember, guys, bid and ask are the prices you're going to get in. It depends where you get in. All right, and what the pip spread is. So if we're going to short it, we take it down to 145.635. That's 63 pips away. Roughly around here, it's going to be an aggressive trade, though. This one, I'm going to try and give you the best I possibly can here. 39. That's the closest I'm going to get to a 1 to 2. Hey, Laik, you know, it's that time of the year, my good friend. You know, I'll give you a horn, though. You know. All right, it's that time of the year, my good friend. Yeah, can you believe it though? If you actually think about it, eh? It's already December. Adele, all the guys that's in Western Cape, you guys need to, you don't need to take any vacation. You're already in the hub. You just got to go, and all the guys. You don't have to go anywhere. Who's going to come to Gauteng for vacation if you're in Cape Town? Kimi, are you gonna come to Gauteng, Aleng? Shira, vacation in Gauteng. It just sounds odd, All right. Anyone interested in this trade here? Dollar weakness. Anyone? Yes. Is there anyone in KwaZulu-Natal? Let me know. All right. Adele's in. Vedna's in. Mkize's in. Uncle Rich is in. Anyone else? If you're not sure, but you want to get in, keep your risk low. All right. Risk lowest, 0.01. It's about 75 Rand reward, 49 Rand risk. All right. Keep it low. Keep it low. Keep it low. If you want to get involved, but you're not, keep it low. Don't put too much volume, but at least experience the trade. It's based on dollar weakness we are anticipating. All right. And guys, remember, I'm going to say this again. I've been saying it now for the past few days. Kim, Shira, you weren't here. I said, we've been right most of the time in the trading room here. Are we together? But we're not going to get cocky, because you can quickly lose it all. Does it make sense, everybody? Quickly. So we don't subscribe to any of that kind of stuff. We are very thankful for what we produce. Yes. Does it make sense? But we do not get any inflated heads here. Yeah. Still in profit with AUD/JPY. Beautiful. We're going to go check that one out now as well. All right. I want to go and, actually check it out. Can I move on from here, guys? Remember, we're just covering the wick. That's what this trade is basically for. We're just covering the wick. Can I move on? Mr. H, you okay? You don't want to touch gold now. You want to leave it for now, correct? Good. We're moving on. Let's move. GBP USD. Now, guys, what did we say this morning? We will only once again get into this long if we get into this area here. Can you see? And that was for the third trade. Remember, there was two that hit TP. Someone even made a comment this morning saying both TPs were hit. And then I made a comment and said it's possible. All right. The third trade out of 4. We said we're not getting into the third one now. We need this area to be violated first. 1.15. Then we take it to that area. That's why we didn't get in. Now, this here is a prime example of we don't just get into entries because people say it's a good place to get in. We must detail it down, right? Am I right there? Everybody with me? We must detail it down. We're not interested right now. It reached the peak. It has retraced. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Are we together? And I'm going back and I'm going to bring in my example that I always mention. It's not 2-minute noodles here. All right, guys. 2-minute noodles takes 8. It's not ready. It takes 8 minutes for that sucker to get ready anyway, for those that are big fans of 2-minute noodles. 8 minutes. That is bad marketing. Are we together, everybody? They should put 8-minute noodles. I'll buy a bunch. I'll buy a bunch if it says 8 minutes. At least I know I'm getting what I bought. All right. Everybody with me? Just imagine you have a very important meeting, V. And now you got to dry the towel and you got 2 minutes left to get into the meeting and you pop your 2-minute noodles in there and it takes 8. You're late. Does that make sense, everybody? Let's move on. We move on. We move on. Let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD. You see, guys, all the new guys that are actually coming in now, they haven't seen my teasing side there, like Kimi, or all the guys. They haven't seen the jokester, the one that likes to tease. All right, because I think for a month or so, it was a very serious tone, because of the markets. It was the markets. I blame the markets. All right, so and this one here, we also leave it alone. All right, we leave this one alone, 1.00. And you can also see the Euro USD is like a 1-to-1. Can you guys see it? It's a 1-to-1. Do you guys see this? It's really interesting how it weakened the euro against the dollar. It's insane. It's really, really, really insane. And so we're going to wait for it to break above 1.00. All right, and 160 before we do anything. Everybody clear? I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. NZD USD. Who is still in this trade here? We still see the upside. If you're still in the long here, I don't want you to get any sweaty palms. We still see the upside here to 65.98. Still seeing the upside. Anyone in here? Quickly let me know. And then we can push on. All right. What's also important about this here, ladies and gentlemen, is the following. All right. We have broken past the 50%. Look at that. That's brilliant for us. That is brilliant. Absolutely stunning. That's what we want to see. All right. There was doubt here. At this area here, we pushed up nicely. All right. This was cycle 1. We're now in cycle 2. We're now in cycle 2. Cycle 2 looks like the support is holding very, very firmly to push up now to go to 65.98. Everybody 100 with me there, guys? I think that's pretty straightforward enough. All right. Do I still need to be more straightforward or do I need to add anything? I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's move on. AUD USD. This was also a very interesting one here. Look at that. Still has not moved. Now, Kim, Mr. H, Cello, remember, just because it breaks the trend, Shira, does not mean you get in. It's exactly what we chatted about. It is struggling. Why? It's in a zone of rejection. It's currently in the zone of a rejection or a rejection zone. Now, let me ask the question. Can we buy right now? Can we buy? I'm seeing yes from Kim, Clive. Anyone else? Vedna says no. He says yes. Phone collector says yes. Anyone else? Can we buy now? But not good. We can't, but yeah. Okay. So remember, you just click on new order. That's all you do. you all you have to do is you just click new order, and then you're free to buy. The question is it ideal? It's not ideal to buy right now. Are we together? Lekker warm. You know, I'm going, Adele, I'm saying again, I think if I say it in Zulu, it's going to sound so much better. English, Afrikaans is not going to do justice. If I must say, die word lekker warm in Zulu, I am telling you, this thing's going to go viral. We're going to trend, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, if I must say it in Sotho with the passion I just say, it's over. Uncle Rich, I'm telling you. So we wait. AUD, USD. All right. Still rejecting. Let's push on. We move on. I wish someone would just support me. Every time I say, how do you say it in Zulu or Sotho? Someone will just reply automatically. I've been testing all these guys for months now, trying to see someone will just, the moment I say it, will they just say, okay, Ash, here's it, you know, to save me the time from asking it 3-4 times, you know? Yeah, no, he's destroying. I saw it just now, Jay. USD CAD. We not moving an inch here. We want to go and close beneath 1.3. Everybody clear? We want to break and close beneath 1.34. Ons doen niks hier, Sonny. All right, ons doen niks nie. So I wish I could say that in Zulu. You know? Just check share. I'm watching it. All right, because of a strong trend line on the dollar, I'm concerned. That's the word right there, concerned, yeah? It's very, it's a balanced word, right? Not I am stressed. You know, the guys will say, I'm stressed. But then, you know, if you're down, Mr. H, down 150 Rand, I'm stressed. Be very careful. Down 56 Rand, I'm stressed. Hey, you know, Adele, I'll say icona there, but the other word, I'll leave it alone. That one, I'll just peruse through it, you know. I'll just shoot over. It went over my head, you know. USD Swiss franc. Question: based on what we discussed, are we doing something here, ladies and gentlemen? Are we doing something here? Let's be frank, direct, honest. We spoke about this. Are we doing something here? Johannes is back. I'm going to call him Johannes the Destroyer from now on, you know. LIA, that's the policy, Kimmy. We move on. Are we afraid to move on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not talking about relationships here. I'm talking about security, something to trade. We're not afraid to move on. It's Clinton is full of jokes. You know, it's Laik, it's Kim, it's Shira, Adele. It's these guys, and it's Mr. H. He's laughing. Just look at all the people that are laughing. They are the reason why I'm teasing and doing all of this. It's all their fault. All right, let's move on. We leave USD Swiss franc alone. FTSE. This is for Wumfani. Wumfani, look at this. There's that long we were chatting about. Isn't that beautiful? Are you still interested? Still interested? Where's Johannes the Destroyer? Is he on? Still interested, all right? Hey. Hold on, let me get the position size calculator. I'll tell you guys again, yes, if we were face-to-face in one class, Adele, Obitafels, Arglobek. I wish I could say that in Zulu or Sotho. Just check my test. Let's see, you know. along, if we're going to long this now, this is for Mfani, 75, 75.7, 277 pips. Looking beautiful there. Are we together? But this is what I'm going to do for you. Let's rather make this a little bit easier. All right. Let's make this easier. 50. Let's bring this down and see. That looks better. 116. 116. All right. That, because if you're going to take it to there and it rejects and it comes back down, you're in trouble. All right. So this is going to be an aggressive trade there. Uncle Fani, aggressive one this. Okay. Let's get that stop loss 117. So yeah, it's about here. Roughly around there. You increase your lots here. As an example, just an 0.05, 1002, it's decent. Are we together? Only until there. Remember, we now cut it in half because we're trying to minimize the risk of price not reaching that specific area. There's no guarantee the liquidity and the money is going to be enough to push it all the way back to that specific area because that's 200 pips away. All right, so we want to try and minimize it. Everybody clear there? All right. V, it takes too long, man. I have to Google Translate. It takes too long. You know, we're spontaneous. We want to work with high-performance team here, man. We got a high-performance team here. Yeah, it's a high-performance team. It should be coming naturally. Just boom, there we go. Uncle Fani Ashirech. All right. Yeah, you know, Siri doesn't always play a ball game like, you know, you've heard her many times. She'll just say, I do not understand what you... I have to silence her sometimes, you know. Some of our why just check all the all right, you in. I got you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4:32. US markets open. Let's check that Netflix out. Netflix 259. Guys, you know, this is actually very nice. The fact that we have pushed all the way to the downside. Please tell me once again, I've spoken to you guys about this. So many red candles means what? So many red candles means it means maybe there's a delay on my side. Vedna says bearish. I'll smile at Ved. We need a green. Yes. Let's give Jacobo a round of applause there. Exhaustion. Exhaustion. Please give Jacobo a round of applause. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you, Jacobo. All right. Everybody with me. So exhaustion, which means we're looking for a green candle. I'm not talking about length now. We're looking for one. And if we get a lacquer one above 280, that's a nice buying area. From 280 to 387, that's brilliant. Are we together? That's brilliant. Now look at this. Let's go further. Can we go further? Is that okay? Let's go further. Adele, do you want to go further? You know, when we okay, I'm going to leave that example, you know, but I will say this. During the grooving and the parting moments, you know, when you are done with one place, some people will say, you want to go further, you know, you want to go to another joint, etc., etc., etc. Mr. H, yes. So let's go further here. All right, to get an even better entry now, because that is a good place to enter. No, it is. It is. Uncle Rich. But this is an even better place. I'm going to give you another option here. Let me give you another option, because what is the difference between someone that has money and someone that doesn't, guys? I've said it before. What's the difference? Simple difference. Yeah, Wenavi, those words there that you're using is very dangerous. Wamaka, hey. Here's an even better thing for you to look at. Now I want you to look at 280, and I want you to look at the accuracy. I'm going to look at what Adele said now. Look how she's smiling there, because she said something smart again. You know, Kim, Adele always comes out and she says something smart, and then she just keeps quiet and laughs. And then Zeph he's the one that gets all of the. Look at this. 280 is on the 61. Look at the accuracy there. Can you guys see this? Look at the accuracy from the high to the 249 area, which we identified months ago. Netflix, what I've been doing, this is months ago. This is not last week, this is months ago, all right? So 280, 50%. And I want you now to understand the following is that even if it closes, hold on. Above the 50 here, just above the 50. Right there, very good entry. But then we take it up now. Now we take it up. From there, we take it up. Is everybody clear? Past that zone there. So there's two areas. Option here for the guys and an option here. And what do I always say to you? I give you options. The guys that want to get in at a lower entry, others that are a bit more conservative, that want to get in after. Guys, 299, 274, 280. There's option one, there's option two. Remember, you can trade fractional shares or on a fractional basis. You don't have to buy it only as one share. You can buy different lot sizes in it. The calculator that we provide, the CFD calculator, gives you the option to use it. 5% across the board for our US stocks. Everybody clear? It's not like the JSE we had there, where you had different margin rates. We had 12% here, 15 there, 19, we had 25, etc. This is 5% across the board. Are we together? The only difference you're going to pay in margin is the exposure of that specific US share. The higher or more expensive the US share, are we together? The more you might pay. Well, when I say might, I'm being polite. You will pay more. Does it make sense? Because it is a more expensive share. The lesser or the less expensive that specific share, the less margin you pay. But it's 5% across the board. Everybody clear? I have to make sure you remember these things here, all right? And remember, fractional shares is possible. It is a big thing in the retail industries. Everybody clear? It's a big thing right now in the retail industry. All right? You're not only buying one-to-one anymore. Or do you want to pay $3,000 a share? Check V. Check V. The moment I said $3,000 a share, you looked up like this. Like, I don't know if you saw that. From there, it went up. All right. So let's push on. We have it. We have it down. Yes. No more JSE since the beginning of the year. It was 95 Rand. Remember, that was for the data. All right. Share, remember, that was for the data fee for us to get the information from the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. That was that 95 Rand, or that's what it was for. In this specific case, there's nothing like that. All right. Yes, the JSE. We got you. JSE fee. Tongue twister. All right. AUD Swiss franc. Are we touching this one? Yes or no? We leave it alone. Mr. H, 64532. We wait for that. Okay. We're going to go to that one now, Delahi, because I got the AUD Swiss franc. Yeah. Let's go to the AUD JPY since we're in the AUD neighborhood. Look at this fellow here. That's short. Remember, we said this morning here, 94.28. Laik, remember your long. That was to the 95.30. All right. Now, guys, when we had mentioned that specific trade, remember, it's a trading room. People have different views. Are we together? Some guys see long, some see shorts. That is the nature of a trading room. Is everybody clear? Like some wear Adidas, others wear Nike, but they're all sneakers. All right, everybody. What's important is that when you are looking for your idea, your signal, your analysis, all right, that's what you've analyzed. Now, you guys know, and Laik is very well aware of this. I spoke to him last week already with the AUD JPY. And what did I say to you, Laik? There was a pivot resistance there on the higher time frames that's causing this to push down a little bit more. And I said to you guys that I still see strength in the yen. All right, everybody. So here we see it filtering through. It is coming down. I'm seeing the 94.28 area here. Is everybody clear? 94.28 area. That's where the stop loss was for that idea that came out in the trading room. If you are still long, you should be getting out here, all right? Because you're going to run into trouble here. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? All right, especially this area here, Laik, look at this. We are currently in this candle here. We are already below that zone. That's why I'm saying be very careful. We are already below that zone there, and we in this candle. This candle stretches all the way to that area. So be very careful here now. All right, let's go on. AUD, NZD, nothing to do here. It's still at a support. We have an area 1.08, but it's not being violated yet. Therefore, we relax. We relax. GBP yen, ladies and gentlemen. GBP yen. Look at this. We spoke about it this morning. We said if we push below the 167.581 area, this becomes a possible trade. Is everybody clear? Possible short now to 166. 166. But what did I say to you about accumulation? Because we came in, we spoke about the structure. Remember that. So there's the movement phase onto the support. And look at the accumulation. Look at the 15-minute. Yes, we pushed down, created what looks like, you see that low there? Can you guys see that? Look at that low there. This is obviously, as you can see, a lot of struggle here from the pound. That's struggling. Can you guys see that? That's a struggling pound. Is there anyone that is interested in this short over here? Anyone interested in this short over here? Look at the wicks. All right, and Keys is interested. Remember, pound news coming out on Friday. Don't forget it. This could be a trade before Friday, could hit TP and then shift. Don't forget that. We're anticipating the fundamentals as well. So we're not only looking at it technically. There's pound news coming out. And like it did last week, you guys saw, we sold USD JPY. And we managed to get profits before the big news hit. So the same thing could possibly happen here as well. All right. So here's the risk and reward. Kize. All right. Let's go in 166.706. That's 96 pips away. I want to just see something here first. We're right above that. Look at that right there. Just watch this high. I don't like this high here. I don't like this high. This is going to be a very, very tricky one. And let me give you a reason why it is tricky. Don't forget, remember, when these candles, Adele, when they start doing this, when they start bunching up, it's very dangerous to take a trade on a shorter time frame. Can you please make a note of that if you don't know that? When candles start bunching together, if you're trading shorter time frames, it's a higher risk because it's all together. Wicks can quickly stop you out. Does it make sense? So this is going to be a risky trade. All right, Mkize? I'm already putting the clause there, my good friend. Okay, Swiss, be careful here with this one. We see the downside. Yes, I see it here. Yes, but the risk is there. All right. Another thing that we must consider is the following. Look at the trend line here. Let me use the fan. Let me use the fan. Like using the fan. Brilliant tool to use. Go and do more research on it. Are we together? Can you guys see here? All right, that was the only low that actually hit it. Look at that, low, came all the way, accumulation, came through 38, went through the 50, came through the 61, and we went past that support area. So technically, we're dealing with a security that's showing us a lot of signs that the sellers are dominating the short-term movement here. Is everybody clear? I'll say it again. The sellers, they are showing us that they are dominating the short-term movement. As it relates, or as we go to a monthly or a weekly, that's a different story. All right, we're not referring to that. Let me just take this thing off. So that, okay, let me just take a look. So from a monthly perspective, we're not talking about that. Are we together? We are not referring to the higher time frames, all right? You know what? I'm going to salute you though, like, for honesty. No, I'm going to salute you for honesty. Are we together? But all you need to do is, all you need to do is, as I've explained it to you, when it comes to the fan, works the same like the retracement. All right. The retracement, or the fib retracement, works more with support and resistance. The fib fan is more closely related to trend lines. That's the distinction there. The fib fan helps you with understanding what's happening in the breaking of a trend. The support and resistance, are we together, is with the fib retracement. That's the simple distinction between the two. All right. I hear you. I hear you. And now, you know what is so powerful about this? When you combine those two from a price action perspective. When you combine the fib fan, the fib retracement, just those two tools alone, a graph and a spitvirk. It's like, guys, he's making me say all these things, all right? He's the one that brought it up. All right, everybody clear? So short term, we see it, but not long term. Monthly, weekly, we see upside. Let's move on. And guess, Shara, look at this. My word, 6.644. Smashed down, really killed that gap. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, if you ask me. Is there anyone that can agree with what I just said? Absolutely insane, yeah? I'm sad now that I exited it. Shira, guys, it's not the first time that Shira says that, he's always sad because he exited, prematurely, and then he could have made some more cash. Always. It's always the case. All right? But now, guys, I want you to notice something here, and I'm going to give it to you like this. That area there is what I'm seeing. 645. Please write that down for me. All right, 6.405. That's the start of November. I think it's going to go back to the start of November. That's support right there. In terms of analysis, the demand is there. Yes, demand is there because we've shifted times. But this thrust here is just having a little bit of what seems to be a retracement, a pullback. And the analysis is that we're pulling back to 6.405 and then ascending. Look at that nice wick that's giving us a sign already. So you see, this here is very important. The fact that the wick is giving us a sign of possible movement to come. All right. Everybody clear? Risk and reward, yes. But is it for the long? We'll go and look at it now, all right? Mr. H. All right. We're going to go short, all right? So we're going to go down there, right? Mr. H, I'm going to sort you out now there, good sir. 4, 5. I don't know, Shira. You're going to have to increase here, man. You're going to have to increase here, all right, Shira? Increase your lot sizes here, okay? Some guys are Ubu V and them, Zulu men. There they are. 1 standard, 5 standard. 10 standard lots, 20,000 Rand. That's compounded now. That's compounded. That's compounded stuff. Are we together, everybody? It looks like it's actually reaching there now. It's like, you know, it's all right. So guys, for this, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. All right. Let's go to the CHF JPY, good people. We're gonna go check that one out now. Then Kize. Woof. Here's the downside, ladies and gentlemen. I spoke about this morning. Yeah, here's the downside. All right, here's the downside. Remember I said to you, I see some sellers in here. If it breaks what? 147. Broke 147. There's my zone there. Are we together? 147 as a TP. That wick is very important for me there. Very important. And the US market's open. So US moving lekker, yeah? All right. So 147.263. I gave the guys a long based on a signal that was sent this morning. I also gave you the short. All right. I was leaning more towards the short based on that yen that I've been chatting about seems to be strong. So I'm leaving this one. Mr. H, this is the conclusion for now. All right. 147.263 to leave it to that specific zone there. Let it run its course. There is another zone, 146 here. Please write that down. After 147. After 147, are we together? 0.263. After 147.263, daily candle. Or 12-hour, not the daily. Sorry, guys. Because the daily, if the daily closes here as an example, it's only 37 pips. So let's use an hourly time frame here. We can just get a close beneath here. And we way down to 146. 146.656. You guys got it? 146.656. Zuluman, do you have it? 146.656. All right. Let's quickly go look at that USD JPY. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. By the way, some guys are already out. Some guys took their profits already. There's guys that go in, they put in quick standard lots. Ubu Zuluman them. Are we together? And then they out. Remember, guys, there is no rule book that says you have to wait for the take profit. If you have made your target, you've made your target. Are we together? The OCD says it must hit TP. You know, yeah, you know, hey, you know, Shira, this OCD, GBP CAD is next. That OCD thing, that's a very interesting topic, an interesting world that. And the residents that stay at the address or at the place OCD. That's a very interesting one there. Look at this one, guys. We said we would only get involved in this bed or get into the bed here with GBP CAD if we close beneath 1.54165. That's if we get a daily candle beneath. Everybody clear? That 10 pips can make me 20K. Yeah, you know, if it goes the opposite direction. If it goes the opposite direction, that's there'll just be a little as a klinkstruokie. Am I right? Is that right? In front of the 20. A little stripe in front of that 20. If that thing moves 10 pips against you. So here we don't touch it. We wait for the momentum time frames to close below the 1.54. It's not ready yet. And this might just be the problem. One thing, guys, all right, that you must remember, and I've said it to you countless times, price is precise. So for the mere fact that the daily could close above this pivot point here is very important to take note of. And if you are going to sell it and this rejects, it's only 4:56 right now, PM. Anything can happen at 10 PM. And if you're sleeping at 9:30 tonight, and this thing decides to do other stuff and go to another bed at 11 PM, are we together? You wake up alone. And when you wake up alone, it's cold, it's raining. Be very careful and mind my extreme examples because they make the impact. That's what we want. All right, can we push on, ladies and gentlemen? I want to do 1 or 2 more with you, then we're gonna move on. All right, I want the NZD CHF. Sorry, the NZD CAD. I'm looking for the NZD CAD. That's what I want to look at. Everybody all right? Everybody okay? Let me make sure. Almal is reg. It's 10. Funny. Monthly. Let's quickly look at the momentum here. Oh, you mean with? Apologies. Remember, it's always an hour later now. So if it was 3:30 and it was 10, then obviously if it's 4:30 now, it will be 11. All right. So maybe it's moving an hour extra. All right. Guys, with this fellow here, the problem is, let me just make this a solid line. All right, so here we go. That's what I want to see. 2013, just give it a couple of seconds. Apologies for this wait because sometimes it's just a bit slow. All right, so 81. You know, guys. Okay. Let's quickly see where it actually bounced up from. It bounced up from here. Kimi, are you with me? All right, that's where it bounced up. Can you guys see it? There's the break there. Look at that. So if you go to the daily, now we're making it recent. It's like it's run its course already. We're not getting involved in this. Can you guys see this? And at this point in time, it's rejecting. I'm going to cut this one in half as well. I love just cutting this in half. So can you see the 50% here? But more importantly, it's knocking on the door. We'll go check it out now there, Mr. H. Let me just finish this one here. Give me a sec, because I don't want to miss it either. Look at the rejection here. Look at the rejection. Guys, you can long this up here. It's 96 pips, but the challenge is it's probably gonna, can you see that zone there? Retrace here. Let's move on from this. It's too choppy. I don't want to put you guys in something there. And let's move on. Gold, it's knocking at the door. All right, there we go. Beautiful. It's 5 PM. You know what, Mr. H, what we would have wanted here if that hour closed above. You know how nice that would have been? Now we have a specific option. Now we have an option. All right. Because the last hour on the hour or in the hourly world did not close above. Now your risk increases here, Mr. H, because now we got to go 2 minutes. See, because this did not close above. Now we have to, with no choice, trade this on a minute frame. So if you're going to go into a minute frame, look at the 30, look at the 20. Can you see this? 15, So between a 15-minute and a 30-minute, these two. All right. 30 is a multiple of 15. Very important thing I just said there. All right. Please do research on that. The multiples of time frames. Giving you a nugget. Go and check it out. All right. Go and check it out. Let's quickly see something here. Give me a sec. I'm going to move. Can you see this projection here? There. So I'm going to give you a minute entry now. Can you see that? Mr. H, this is a minute entry. So meaning minutes now. All right. The minute world. Let's go to a 15-minute real quick. And I'm going to put my rectangle there so you can see it. Adele. Ach nee man, kom nou. There we go. Above, write this down. 1681 minute frames. 1681. From there, we take it to 1690. That's 83 pips. Write that down. 1681. 1681. Now we're referring to minute frame entries now. Higher risk. The hour disappointed us. Hour disappointed us. We can, not a problem. Do you guys have this? Mr. H, do you have it? Child your TP. Let's go look real quick. Beautiful. Adele, 33360. All right. 33360. If you look at the hourly frame, it closed above there. But this is the problem, Adele. This is the problem that I have with this. Let me tell you the problem. That wick. Because it's the previous area of resistance. Can you see that? So the next hourly frame that can close. Look at that. This is being balanced out. That wick is being balanced out. Are we together? Are we together? Now I'm going to show you a possible retracement here. Can you see this here, Adele? 3261. If price resists there's a chance we could come back and retrace to 32618 before we push up again. This is a very risky trade. Can I give you another reason? We are at the peak already. Look at all of this movement up. Do you see that? So we are already at the top of the peak. If you take this trade now, there is a high probability you might run into a deficit and later on a profit. Does that make sense? At this point, it's too risky to want to get in and get out maybe tomorrow. So that's a flag. This is something that I would not enter right now. If we really wanted to enter this trade, this would have been the areas here. That's very risky. All right. Remember, everybody, what's going to be very important here is we are not just here to get people into trades. Are we together? We're not just here to break down a specific position for you in terms of let's go in for this because this one, no, we have to flag the risk. It's part of being a professional. Does it make sense, everybody? It is saying to you that this here, from a professional standpoint, Mr. H, it's risky. All right, everybody. Everybody clear there. Remember, a valuable client is not only a valuable client because they're paying for services. What makes you a valuable client on the other end of the tail is that you receive sound service and good advice. Does it make sense, everybody? And sometimes that may mean that you're not getting into a trade now, that you wait. Because I think you'd appreciate that more to get into a trade later on because the previous trade you were given proper advice. Everybody clear there, guys. So it's one hand that scratches the other, or one back, or whatever expression they use there. You guys know what I'm saying. All right. Everybody clear? Quick recap here before we shoot off. We still $4 weakness short term. Don't forget that. Roger will be with you tomorrow. Are we together? Right through to next week. Don't forget what we've analyzed. We're still seeing a bit of downside there with the dollar. Let's have a look at it one more time before we look. As the Timoini, we're still seeing dollar weakness, looking at 109. This is the recap now to conclude and put everything in perspective. Some dollar weakness to 109. We're seeing the GBP USD, USD JPY, those major pairs responding to the dollar weakness. We're seeing that. We're seeing gold respond to the dollar weakness. Everybody clear with that? The indices, they are responding to the dollar weakness. We're seeing that. And this is beautiful that we can close it like this, because you don't always see how they respond to each other. Sometimes they're doing this, but here there's a clear indication. So 109, going to keep on selling the dollar, are we together, and buying currencies against it. All right. The NZD was one of them. We're still seeing that long up there. The AUD, USD, we're still seeing that specific long. It's at the trend line rejection area. We just needed to push up a little bit further. Then we can long it. For now, we stay put. Are we together? FTSE, you saw it's moving up. Brent is resisting at this point in time. Both WTI and Brent, it's at a resistance. We're not engaging there. Everybody clear with that? Everybody clear with that? The other pairs, like the AUD Swiss franc, the AUD NZD, the GBP CAD, those pairs there, you saw that they are at the breakout point, but there's the lack of follow through. Everybody with me? So what happens Thursday, Friday now becomes the catalyst, or at least the reasons where, or at least the basis for what we can put this on to see a bit of breakout there. For now, everything is okay. It's Tuesday. Let's give it some time. Everybody clear? I think we had a successful run this past 5 days. And then lastly, there is a difference between market structure and market movement. You find and you trade the structure of the market inside the movement. That is very, very, very important for you to remember. You climb the structure in the movement. Climb the structure in the movement. And there's that long that we were referring to. All right, there's that long that we're referring to. Everybody clear? Everybody clear with this? Thank you very much again. All the respect that goes both ways from me to you, from you here. Beautiful. All right. The response. Oh, look at this. This is insane. Henny? All right. My word. Smash the TP. If you were in for the long here. Henny, you were in there? So guys, there's the 1700. Looks like we're going to hit the 1700. Don't you just love it? Adele, don't you just love it? It's the H, don't you just love it? Yeah? V? It looks like we're going to hit the 1700, guys. We're going to hit the 1700. 1695. I would have been running on the desks now. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. All the guys on YouTube, check this out. Are we just a little short? My word. Let's see. It's going to hit it. It's going to hit it. 17 flat. Where's Jethro? Yes, look at this price. 18 pips. 18 pips. 18 pips. Guys, can we let's just give a round of applause. Our analysis is beautiful. Our analysis is beautiful. Let's give credit where it's due. Let's give credit where it's due. Our analysis is on point. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. That was a talk about a close, eh? Talk about close. Talk about the closing of the session. Close on a high, literally. All right, literally. So, guys, all right, literally, guys. So I'll be with you again next week. Ja, jong, ons sê maar niks nie, jong. All right. Next week, I'm with you guys again. Enjoy the doctor, the profesh. All right. And then I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday. He'll be with you from tomorrow until Tuesday. All right, everybody. Everybody cool. Have a good one. Enjoy your load shedding. Remember, it's for psychological reasons. Enjoy load shedding. Put a candle on, touch light, whatever it is, put it on. All right. Enjoy the load shedding. It's good. They think it's not good for us, but for us traders, it's good. All right. The white candle for change. Look at the white candle. What is that like? What white candle? The one with the flame on. Where? Oh, hey, sorry. I think it was gold there. Like it just got me, I was all right. Ciao, ciao, everybody. See you guys. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Ciao.